Now let us start. Which type of property shown by aldehydes or ketones, either aliphatic or aromatic? Beta, first one, nucleophilic, addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. Next one, beta oxidation, reduction, then reaction with alkali, aldehyde and ketone have the following reactions. That one, nucleophilic addition with elimination, oxidation, reduction, reaction with alkali, and halogenation reaction. And some of the reactions shown by this group, aldehyde or ketone, but are not categorized in any category. These reactions are known as miscellaneous reactions. Beta, first of all, nucleophilic addition reaction. First of all, nucleophilic addition reaction. It is already discussed why aldehydes or ketones show nucleophilic addition reaction. Beta, aldehyde or ketone both contain carbonyl group. Either aldehyde or ketone both will contain carbonyl group. When carbonyl group come in contact with nucleophile, beta, in this carbonyl group, out of carbon and oxygen, which one is more electronegative? Answer, oxygen is more electronegative. So carbon acquired partial positive charge. This negatively charged nucleophile will attack on carbonyl carbon to give then electrophile will combine to give addition product. Better to give addition product. Addition product is known as adduct. Clear? Nucleophile will generate by heterolytic cleavage between electrophile and nucleophile. In this case, beta reaction towards hydroxylamine. Reaction with hydroxylamine. Hydroxylamine is NH2OH. We may write like this. It is also okay. It is combined with carbonyl. Now, properties of aldehyde and ketone. First property, nucleophilic addition reaction. Second, nucleophilic addition with elimination of water. Next, beta oxidation. Aldehyde and ketone oxidation will give carboxylic acid. Oxidation reaction. Beta reduction reaction. Halogenation. And important properties, that is reaction with alkalis. And some reactions are not categorized in any category. These are known as miscellaneous reactions. Out of these, first of all, we will discuss about the addition of nucleophile, that is carbonyl group, either aldehyde or ketone react with nucleophile, beta it will out of carbon and oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative, so nucleophile will attack on carbonyl carbon, and we have this type of product. And electrophilic part of this reagent will combine with oxygen to give adduct. Adduct means addition product. Clear? In this category, number of reactions take place. For example, which type of reaction will be shown by this? One of the most important reaction under this category is that, which type of reaction beta? You will think about the nucleophile. You learn maximum about the nucleophile. In case of alcohol phenol or halogen haloidine, first of all, beta addition of water. When carbonyl group come in contact with water, beta nucleophile in case of water is OH negative, like this. Then remaining part, that is H positive of water combined with this oxygen to give diol, geminal diol. To give geminal diol. In the same way, we have some reagent in which nucleophile is present, which is stronger nucleophile. Because just like addition of hydrogen cyanide, addition of sodium bisulfite, and one of the most important reaction you studied in chapter alcohol and phenol, that is the reaction with Grignard's reagent. Then under this category, second type of reaction, addition of hydrogen cyanide. When carbonyl group, either aldehyde or ketone, come in contact with hydrogen cyanide. Beta hydrogen carry positive charge, cyanide carry negative charge. So negatively charged carbon attack on carbonyl carbon to give oxygen negative, cyanide balance the charge. Then remaining H positive ion combined with oxygen to give cyanohydrine. This product is known as cyanohydrine. Clear? Addition of sodium bisulfite, NaHSO3. Out of this, sodium is positive and whole of this group is negative. In the same way, when carbonyl group come in contact with sodium bisulfite, what will happen? In the same way, negatively charged part of this reagent will attack on carbonyl carbon due to presence of positive charge on carbonyl carbon, and this remaining positive part attack over here. It is the addition product. Then proton exchange take place and we will get sodium salt of bisulfite. Clear? And beside these, one of the most important reaction you studied already in the chapter alcohol and phenol for the preparation of primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol, that is the Grignard reagent. Addition of Grignard's reagent. Better when Grignard's reagent react with formaldehyde, will give primary alcohol. If it will react with aldehyde, all aldehydes beside formaldehyde with Grignard's reagent gives secondary alcohol, and ketone with Grignard's reagent give tertiary alcohol. That will give tertiary alcohol. You will see general mechanism. Beta, when Grignard's reagent come in contact with carbonyl carbon, oxygen become more electronegative and attract electrons towards itself. So carbon acquired partial positive charge. Negatively charged carbon attack over here, and we will get adduct. That is, carbonyl R will attack on alkyl group, attack on carbonyl carbon, oxygen become negatively charged. Whole positive combined with positive negative charge. Then hydrolysis take place. On hydrolysis, this bond will break, water will dissociate into H positive, OH negative. H positive or water combined with oxygen to give alcohol. Beta to give alcohol. And one of the most important other reaction, that is formation of acetals and ketals. Reaction with alcohol, or you will say addition of alcohol. When carbonyl carbon come in contact with alcohol, what will happen? Beta, oxygen is negatively charged, carbon is positively charged. What will happen? OH bond dissociation take place. Beta, we will get oxygen is negatively charged, so positively charged part of alcohol, that is hydrogen, combined with it and remaining OR here. It is known as hemiacetal. It is known as hemiacetal. Addition of alcohol in aldehyde is acetal. Clear? Now further reaction with alcohol take place. If further reaction of this reaction with alcohol, it will release water, and we will get acetal. We will get acetal, but ketals can't be prepared. Why? Because ketones does not react with monohydric alcohol. If we have ketone and come in contact with monohydric alcohol, simple alcohol, answer is no reaction. But cyclic ketals can be prepared. Only cyclic ketals can be formed. That is, ketone group are never BH. Ketone group come in contact with dihydric alcohol. Dihydric alcohol means alcohol contain 2 OH group. It will lose water and to give cyclic ketals. Better, it will give cyclic ketals. It will give cyclic ketals. These all reactions are included in the heading nucleophilic addition reaction. All will be included in the heading of nucleophilic addition reaction. Second type of reaction, that is shown by the aldehydes and ketones. These are the nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. Beta, nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. That means nucleophile is added to the aldehyde or ketone, or you can say carbonyl group, but it will release water. So we can say nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water, with removal of water. Beta, in this case, carbonyl group, either aldehyde or ketone, react with ammonia derivative. Ammonia derivative means one hydrogen of ammonia is replaced by some other groups. We will represent by journal reaction. This water is eliminated and nucleophile will add it. On this basis, we have number of reactions. First, beta, reaction with hydroxylamine. Reaction with hydroxylamine. As usual, water is removed and we will get oxime. Beta, we will get oxime. Clear? Another same reaction. Reaction with hydrazine. Hydrazine means in place of Z we will use amine group. It is hydrazine. Water is removed and all remaining part will add it. This N, NH2. This is known as hydrazone. This is known as hydrazone. Clear? Beta, from phenyl, from this hydrazine, when 1H is replaced by benzene, this is known as phenyl hydrazine. This is known as phenyl hydrazine. When it reacts with either aldehyde or ketone, it will give phenyl hydrazone. Beta, it will give phenyl hydrazone. That is the another reaction. Then beta, next reaction is known as 2,4-DNP test. Next reaction is known as 2,4-DNP test. That is 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. This is the first carbon. This is second carbon. Contain NO2 group. Fourth carbon contain NO2 group. 2,4-DNP. And this reaction is known as 2,4-DNP test. When it will react with either aldehyde or ketone, it will give product orange dye. If orange dye is formed, 2,4-DNP test is positive. This group contains aldehyde or ketone. Carbonyl group is present. One more reaction. Either aldehyde or ketone react with semi-carbazide. Beta, semi-carbazide. This group remain intact and other group will be replaced. In place of this one, we will use this group. This is known as semi-carbazide. Then beta, again removal of water takes place because our reaction contains elimination of water. Then we will get semi-carbazone. That is known as semi-carbazone. These all reactions are included under the heading of nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. Now, another one is the beta oxidation reaction. This oxidation reaction is basically used to differentiate, to distinguish the aldehyde from ketone. How will you distinguish the aldehyde from ketone? Beta, one test you learn number of times, that is the oxidation, strong oxidizing agent, either aldehyde or ketone. R or R dash may be same, may not be same. R or R dash may be H. Clear? Beta, on oxidation with oxidizing agent, base reagent, acidified K2CR2O7 etc. Beta, it will give carboxylic acid with elimination of carbon dioxide and water. Clear? Under this heading, beta, there are 3 tests. All are important and give identification test, either the reaction contain aldehyde or ketone. First one is the silver mirror test. Beta, this silver mirror test is also known as Tollens reagent test. This Tollens reagent is instantly prepared in our lab or in present time. Tollens reagent are automatically present in the lab. Otherwise, you will prepare Tollens reagent in the lab. How it will be prepared? How Tollens reagent is prepared in the lab? Beta, you will treat silver nitrate with ammonium hydroxide. We will treat silver nitrate with ammonium hydroxide. Silver nitrate, in the silver nitrate solution, add ammonium hydroxide dropwise till brown or black precipitate formed. These precipitates are of silver oxide. Beta, ammonia is released and water. When these precipitates are formed, you will add excess of ammonium hydroxide. Again, clear solution is formed. That clear solution is known as Tollens reagent. Beta, it will form colorless solution, and this is known as Tollens reagent. If present in lab, you will use okay, but if not present, you can prepare in the lab by this method. Beta, now we divide this Tollens reagent into 2 test tube. In one test tube we will add aldehyde, in another test tube we will add alcohol, and add Tollens reagent. Add Tollens reagent and heat these test tubes in water bath. Heat these test tubes in the water bath. Then what happens? Beta, if we have aldehyde in that test tube, we will get silver mirror. Silver mirror of silver, and beta, aldehyde is oxidized to acid and ammonia will release with elimination of water. You want to balance the reaction, then it is okay. But if there is no aldehyde in another test tube which contain ketones, react with Tollens reagent, no changes will appear, no reaction will occur. That means if we want to distinguish the aldehyde and ketone, we will use this test properly. Tollens reagent give the aldehyde test silver mirror. Silver mirror is positive in case of aldehyde group, but silver mirror is negative in case of ketone. If we have ketone, silver mirror test is negative. But if we have aldehyde in our test tube, beta silver mirror is the product formation which give identification that our compound contain aldehyde. In the same way, another reaction, another test is the Fehling solution test. Beta next one is the Fehling solution test. Beta, this test also used to distinguish the aldehyde and ketone. Also used to distinguish the aldehyde and ketone. Beta, aldehyde give red color with Fehling solution, but ketone does not. If red color formed, you can say this test tube contain aldehyde. If colorless solution or any other solution, that may contain ketone or may not be. In this case, beta, we have two Fehling solution, Fehling A, Fehling B. Fehling A is alkaline solution of copper sulfate. And copper B is the alkaline solution of sodium potassium tartrate. Clear? When we mix these two solutions, beta, we will get deep blue coloration of copper hydroxide. In copper hydroxide divide into two parts. One part contain aldehyde, another part contain ketone. Then what happen? Beta, aldehyde is oxidized to carboxylic acid and all the copper will be precipitate as cuprous oxide. And water is removed. But in this case, no reaction. Aldehyde give Tollens resin test as well as Fehling solution test. But ketone does not. Beta, third test is known as Benedict. Maybe solution test or Benedict test. Beta, Benedict test is exactly same as that of Fehling solution, but only the difference in Fehling B. Fehling B is the alkaline solution of sodium potassium citrate for Benedict test. Clear? Otherwise, results are same, reaction is same, all things are same. These are the reaction with, oxidation reaction. These are the oxidation reaction. Now, reduction. Another reaction is the reduction. Another properties, another classification of property, that is the fourth property is reduction. Beta, aldehyde or ketone, either aldehyde or ketone, on reduction with strong reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, etc., to give alcohol. Primary alcohol, it will give secondary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol can't be prepared by this method. But there are some other reactions. That are different from simple reduction of aldehyde or ketone to alcohol. Beta, this is the Meervin-Pondorf-Verlet reduction. This reaction is Meervin-Pondorf-Verlet reduction. That is beta MPV reduction. Meervin-Pondorf-Verlet reduction. Beta, in this case, secondary alcohol is oxidized and ketone is reduced. In this case, we have ketone. It will react with tri-tertiary butoxide aluminium. ठीक है बेटा, it will give secondary alcohol. That means ketone is reduced to secondary alcohol under the influence of tri-tertiary butoxide aluminium. Tri-tertiary butoxide aluminium. Now another reaction is the beta pinacol rearrangement. Another one is the pinacol rearrangement. Pinacol reaction. This is the name reaction. This one also name reaction, MPV reaction. Now pinacol reaction. Beta, in case of pinacol reaction, we have 2 moles of symmetrical ketone. These 2 moles of symmetrical ketones is reduced with magnesium amalgam in water. Beta, magnesium amalgam in water produce H as much as required. As much as required. Beta, here this double bond oxygen is reduced to alcohol. These 2 double bond oxygen are reduced to alcohol and carbon-carbon bond formed. That is known as pinacol. Beta, pinacol is the common name. Pinacol of this product is known as common name. You will do IUPAC name in what way? Beta, 2,3-dimethyl butane 2,3-diol. Now another one, Clemmensen's reduction. Beta, Clemmensen reduction, Wolff-Kishner reduction with hydrogen iodide in red phosphorus. All these reactions are used to reduce the aldehyde or ketone up to alkane or hydrocarbon. That means the reaction from Clemmensen's is used reduction to hydrocarbon. Suppose we have aldehyde or ketone, anyone. Beta, they will react with zinc amalgam in HCl. They produce as much hydrogen as they require. Beta, they require 2 hydrogen for this oxygen and 2 for complete the valency, and we will get alkane or hydrocarbon. This reaction is known as Clemmensen's reduction. Beta, either aldehyde or ketone, that's not matter. Now another one is the Wolff-Kishner reaction. In this case, either aldehyde or ketone react with hydrazine. So, beta hydrazine is this one. They will release water to give hydrazone. Beta to give hydrazone. This hydrazone is react with ethylene glycol in acidic medium. Ethylene glycol in acidic medium. Beta it will release nitrogen and give alkane. This is another most important reaction, that is the Wald-Kirschner reaction. And last one under the heading of reduction, that is reduction with HI, red phosphorus. Any compound in organic chemistry, if you want to convert this compound into hydrocarbon, saturated hydrocarbon or aromatic hydrocarbon, you will use this compound straightforward, that is either aldehyde or ketone react with HI, red phosphorus. Beta it will give hydrogen as much as you required. You required 4. 2 for complete this valency and 2 for this oxygen. This is all about the reduction. Today you will study about the nucleophilic addition reaction, nucleophilic addition with elimination of water, then oxidation and then reduction. Thank you.